What was Robert Helpmann like? And he played the child catcher, right?
Yeah, good fun. I mean, he was a really nice guy, and obviously an incredible dancer. And everybody's perception is of this scary guy, but he was really good fun and good sense of humour. Enjoyed everything he did.
Yeah, I have a funny story to tell you about the child catcher if you want to hear it. And
Yeah, go ahead.
it's kind of like how I outgrew my fear of him. I will admit that for a number of years growing up, whenever the child catcher first appeared on screen, I always left the television room because his performance was pretty scary.
Yeah. Well, it's one of the most common reactions. Yeah.
Yeah, and basically what happened was my family got together with a friend of mine for my birthday back in 2008, and I kind of left the room as usual because I was still kind of scared of his performance. And basically what happened was I mistimed my attempt and I didn't come back until around the part where he was glaring at you with the Jack in the Box. Remember that?
Yeah.
And what happened was, I'm going to be honest with you, for a number of years growing up, I thought that the child catcher was played by a woman because of the long hair and all that.
Oh, right. Yeah.
And what happened was I asked my family, is she gone? And they were like, is who gone? And I was like, the child catcher. Is she gone? And what happened was everybody in my family and my friend that came to watch, they all looked at me in puzzlement. And I was like, what are you looking at? And Damien was his name. He was my friend, and he was like, dude, are you frickin' high? That's clearly a man. And I was like, oh wait, the child catcher's played by a man? And everybody said, yes. Yeah, it was pretty funny, and I looked at the camera, and then after realizing it, I was like, oh, it is a man. You know what I mean?
But people have lots of different perceptions of it when they're children. It seems to affect a lot of people anyway.
Yeah, it was just a funny memory, and that's kind of how I outgrew my fear of him, because I had to look at him to see if he, was a man, and that kind of helped me outgrow my fear of him. So yeah, is Dick Van Dyke telling the truth when saying that Robert Helpmann survived a near crash of the carriage?
Yes, absolutely true. They did a dummy run before they put us in it. They did a test run with literally a couple of dummies in the back, and Robert Helpmann was driving, and it did tip over.
Ooh.
He managed to jump off. Fortunately, if we'd been in it, we wouldn't have had that option. It could have been a bit messy. But yeah, that did. He was very elegant and just kind of stepped off it as it turned over.
Yeah. What was your fondest memory of working with Mr. Helpmann?
Well, probably right at the end. I think, must have been about the last day's filming with him, and he was in makeup, and he made the makeup ladies give me all his noses.
Yeah, that sounds really cool. I guess you can say that with him being trapped in a net at the end of the film, his reputation towered.
Yeah.
Get it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, get it? Towered. So yeah, were you terrified by the child catcher when the film was completed and you saw the film for the first time?
No, because we've seen so much of him, it didn't. We already knew what it was like, and had already made friends. It didn't mean the same thing.
Alrighty, that's really cool.